am JT Burcham, 98.3 The Rock. Welcome to ACTS across the tri-state. Today we are learning about Field of Hope. Welcome to Stephanie, Amber, and Kevin. Nice to have you guys here today. Field of Hope in Vinton. You know what? I don't know much. So who's going to get started this morning? Field of Hope. How long you been there, and what is the nutshell of what you provide and do?
Well, we've been a business since 2012. We're a nonprofit. We actually purchased this property in '08. This is a former high school property on 46 acres. The high school got consolidated and sat empty for about 15 years, and we were blessed to get the property and start rebuilding the former high school. So we've continuously added programs, added buildings. In 2017, we built our first residential rehabilitation unit. 19 built the second one, continuously improved the main building. We've got some exciting new stuff going on. I'll let the others share some of that. But that's just kind of the big picture. We got 46 acres here along Route 160, located between Bidwell and Vinton, Ohio.
So
Nice.
some of the I can tell you about the services we provide. So we have residential for women. We can house up to 16 women for a residential SUD. And then we have 3 recovery houses. One holds 16, one holds 12, and another holds 4. And 2 of those are off campus for, they're a lower level recovery house, so they're more self-sufficient. And then we have outpatient for SUD. We have mental health for kids, men, women, families. We also do family substance abuse counseling, work with some children. We have a prevention program, which I'll let Stephanie tell you about. And then we have a new business, which I'll let Stephanie tell you about. And we're working on growing a couple businesses for our clients. We just got a grant to build out a print shop and a hair salon. We're trying to do a recovery to work and give our clients some experience, be able to build their resume, to have a good job once they leave here and come through. So that's our recovery to work. We also have a food pantry every Monday from 2 to 4. We feed about 60 to 80 families a week. And then we have a big gymnasium where we offer services. We have people that come in and offer services to our youth, such as like basketball training and some other things like that, if they want to use the gym.
Nice.
So I'm part of the prevention department. I'm the prevention cafe director. The prevention goes into 9 of our Guy County local schools and teaches prevention of substance abuse and life skills training, things like that. We also have a resiliency center that happens here every summer, where we have a group of kids, 24 this summer, that comes 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, 2 days a week. And we just get to be mentors to them, feed them, teach them different skills, and have activities with them. And then our cafe is newly opened. We're open to the public, and we're sort of a coffee shop, brunch type of cafe. We're open Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 6:30. I've gotten the pleasure of employing 5 of our former people who graduated our program, and one is our manager. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
So just real quick, if you talk to folks in the recovery community, they talk about a continuum of care. And that really starts with bringing someone in who's struggling with addiction, mental health issues, trauma. And I call those folks that deal with them, I call that the Marine Corps, because they're on the front lines trying to get folks in here, make them feel comfortable and feel like they can find help and find hope, and try to keep them here through that initial stage. And then when they get through that, and we're able to provide some substance use disorder, mental health, trauma services, and we begin to see that healing. It's really neat to watch that. And the continuum of care, after they go through that phase, here's the tough part. the tough part is finding a place where, after they have gotten their thinking right, getting some direction in life, to actually find a place where they can learn life skills. Many of them have left a trail of destruction due to their lifestyle. They need to start a new life, and that's tough when you've been in addiction for 10, 15, 20 years. So in this, with the cafe, we started a business where these folks can learn a new skill. They can start a new life. They can start putting some money in their pocket, save up for transportation or an apartment, something like that. And also these two business units that Amber mentioned, the print shop and the salon, will do the same thing. And one thing Stephanie didn't mention is that also came through our program.
Yes.
And she's a child of the Field of Hope, if you will, and just doing an outstanding job. She started out as a custodian and worked her way through a number of jobs to where she is now. And we're just blessed to have her on the team.
That's so cool. That's awesome. You mentioned some other business. You said print shop is just coming, or is it kind of started? What's the status of the print shop?
We just got a grant for that, so our bids will be going out for construction soon. So we're hoping by next year those businesses could possibly be up and going with our print shop and salon. And we have a local career college close to us, and we work with them and a local college where girls and people can go get training for cosmetology and then come back here and have a booth to work in until they, get out and get a job, so they can kind of get, build up of their resume. And so those two businesses are yet to come.
Yeah, very cool. Sounds like you guys are mighty busy doing a lot. That is very cool. Very cool.
So, we have full-time staff now of, I believe, is it 33, Amber? I think
35, including the cafe.
Okay, 30 full-time staff of 35 folks now. And so, yeah, we are very busy, and that's okay. And
I remember say 34 if you don't stay in line, Kevin.
Right.
I think that's where she was going with that.
I think that's where I was.
We do have full plates, but that's okay. I call our business model fluid because it changes, sometimes week to week, sometimes day to day.
Minute by minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all good. We stay focused on our goals, rebuilding lives, we're faith-based. We have prayer around the fountain in our reception area. We have a fountain every morning at 8 o'clock. We seek direction from the master planner. And we're not ashamed to admit that, because we're not smart enough to put all this together, but we know who is. So we always seek his direction.
Well, and his plan is always better than our plan. So.
Absolutely. Yes.
So how does someone come to obtain services through Field of Hope? Is it, what kind of territory? What happens if someone in Cleveland has an issue and they travel? Is that open? How does that work?
So we accept anybody from anywhere. I've actually went to Cleveland and picked somebody up. I've actually went to Indiana and picked somebody up. Or we help try to provide transportation. So someone just has to call our number. They can fill out a screening sheet depending upon what services that they need. And that goes to, we have an intake coordinator, and she works through those new screening sheets, and we call them and either help try to arrange transportation, or we do actually go pick them up when we're able to, which we've done a lot. And we get referrals from jails, from probation officers, from people. So we get referrals from kind of everywhere. The only requirement for our residential and housing is you have to be female and have to have had a past substance abuse history. So those are for our houses. And if somebody wants to come here for just mental health, they can do the same thing, fill out a screening sheet, and we can get them set up for an assessment. And then once we get that person here for an assessment, we get all their intake done, get them set up. They would go up to our residential. It's about 30 to 45 days. And then we have a step down recovery house, and it's about 6 to 8 weeks. And that's where we really start training them on. We have job training, we have computer skills. They have to write a resume. We do mock interviews. They can start taking some classes. We can set them up with GED classes to take once they move out off campus, or our career college. Some of them go and get a GED and a license. Some start college at the local Rye Grand College. And then after that 6 to 8 weeks, they move off campus to our other recovery house. And it's about 90 days is the mandatory. Then they slowly fade out after that for about 45 days. So our program is about 7 to 9 months long altogether. And we walk with people through that. We help them get jobs. I have a case manager for every house. So once they get to that point of wanting work and employment, we help them go get a job. I don't have any girls right now without a job in our sober living. And we have a couple that just got vehicles from being able to save up and get vehicles. We set up appointments with their CPS if they're having issues with their kids, and try to reunite those families for once they get out. I've had several that got reunited with their kids, was able to get a place and get their kids back once they left. So we really try to train them to be able to go back out into the world prepared, having a job, having those things set up before they leave.
Yeah, I absolutely love what you're doing. Now, one quick question. I talk to people off and on. There are facilities like yours for men a lot. How many are available for women? Are you kind of unique in that, or it doesn't? I've not run across as many.
So in our counties, in our local counties, Gallia, Jackson, Meigs, Vinton, our surrounding counties, we're the only women's facility.
Yeah, it's so unique. It's awesome. I appreciate what you're doing.
Great. Yeah, we do have outpatient for men and women, but residential for women only.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Okay, Kevin, question for you. If money was no issue, you got, a $10 billion, gift. What might be ahead? What are some of the things you dream about doing that it would be
great?
Why?
That's a wonderful question. I've already got a plan, and I got a PowerPoint for it. We'd like to pave this whole area. It's all gravel right now. We need 3 more houses up by a wonderful fishing pond we've got to house ladies in that don't have a place to go back to. It'll be more personal, I guess, if you will, more personal space in the houses we'd have now. And we have plans for a unique, one-of-a-kind, as near as I can tell, in the whole world, memorial park dedicated to families who have lost loved ones to addiction. And we want to provide this park with some quiet areas, with some places where you can honor your loved one that may have lost their life to addiction. We got prints, we got plans. I only need one thing, and that's a big check, and we're working on that. So I want to offer a shameless plug also if folks want to learn more about us. We wrote a book called God Can. It tells Amber's story. Lady beside me here, she was in addiction for 20 years, and God brought her through that. It also tells the story of the Field of Hope. And Steph, show them our menu there. Another shameless plug for our cafe. The finest food in Southeastern Ohio. I'm telling you, our ladies know how to make it. The friendliest service. They all have a smile on their face. So just some things that are going on. But yeah, give me a blank check and we'll see that memorial park. The dirt will start flying.
Is there a website? Let's see, Stephanie, what's the website where folks can go to learn more about all the good stuff happening at Field of Hope?
You can go to the fieldofhope.life website, and there's a tab.
Sorry.
And there's a tab that'll lead you to our Old School Cafe website, QR code where you can scan and look at our menu, order from our menu, and things like that.
Yeah. So www.fieldofhope.life is where people can get information about anything at Field of Hope, including our cafe. And then they can also call 740-245-3051. And that is our reception. They'll be there Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. And then we also have Facebook sites for each of those, and people can message. We get messages all the time on the Old School Cafe, at Field of Hope, just asking different questions about the programs that we offer.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Stephanie, Amber, Kevin, thank you so much for what you're doing at Field of Hope. Keep up the good work. Time flies when we're having fun.
That's
Amen.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.